Cutting vegetables எப்படி
ப்ரோக்ராம் எழுதுறேன்னு தெரியல.
ப்ரோக்ராம் எழுதுறதா? ஓகே,
Yes,
நான் முதல்ல போட்டிருந்தேன் நானு. The thing is, you're going to write the pseudo code. You're not going to write the actual program itself, right? The code வந்து, yeah, I agree. Cutting the vegetable, you cannot write program. So the idea of that question, எதுக்காக அந்த question கொடுத்தேன்னா, just so that you guys got ஒரு பெரிய ப்ராப்ளம் இருந்ததுன்னா, how to divide it into smaller problems, how to think that, in the smaller problemத்துக்கு இது input, இது output. It will not do anything else. And the particular small problem will only focus on just that one portion. So if you say cutting vegetable will only cut the vegetable. Input is what? What is the, if I have a function called cutting vegetable, what is the input? What is the output?
நம்ம இந்த ஃபுல் வெஜிடபிள் வந்து இதா இருக்கும் மேம், அதுக்கு ஸ்லைஸ்டு வெஜிடபிள்
output, right? That's it. I'm not asking write code to cut nothing. முதல்ல மேலே போட்டிருந்தேன் நினைக்கிறேன், right? The starting itself I said write only the pseudo code, just steps மட்டும்தான். So what I want to see is, for making dinner, so maybe we can discuss this in class. If you are going to be if you are responsible for making dinner, and the dinner பண்றதுக்கு what all will be different function, and then உங்க main codeல இருந்து அந்த function எந்த ஆர்டர்ல கால் பண்ணுவீங்க. That is the idea, right? So maybe we can quickly do that. I'll just show you how to quickly do this, and then you can use that as a okay. So let me share my screen. I'll just type away, I'll just type things. You don't have to, this is mainly for the thinking is all it is, nothing else. Okay, so we'll do it really quick. Okay, so I'll do this. Okay, so first, so the idea is, what is the big, the big picture is dinner, right? Making dinner. Making dinner for family. Okay, tell me, yes, tell me, what are the different functions? Tell me, when you are going to be making dinner for the family, what's the thinking process? What do you need to do?
Decide what we are going to make.
Okay. So decide the menu. Okay. Okay, and then keep going. Come on, just keep talking. எல்லாரும் சொல்லுங்க.
ரெசிபிக்கு வேணும்ன்றது.
Okay, one person at a time. No. Yeah, go ahead.
Ingredients, ma'am.
Okay, decide on the ingredients. Okay. Okay.
Keeping everything ready to start the dish.
Okay, what is everything ready?
All the ingredients, ma'am.
Okay, I'll call it as, is that a function? Keeping everything ready is a function. Okay, all these are, they're talking about enna pannundra functions. Okay, keep going. Keep going.
Cut vegetables. What is?
So that's what this is, right? Deciding the ingredients. So this includes vegetables, everything else, right? Whatever you need, all that. Keep going, guys. So the question of how do you keep everything ready? So that is another sub-function. This is a bigger problem. When I say keep everything ready, how am I going to keep everything ready? What does keeping everything ready mean? Again, keep thinking. There'll be another function coming. So that is where I gave this example of buy the things you need, right? Ellame ready irukka, things you need. And then once you bought, cut and prepare, right? Prepare the ingredients, right? These are called keeping everything ready. Is that right? Forward side, keep everything ready. What that means is, if I don't have something, I need to go buy it. So this becomes sub-functions, functions within a function. Understood? Clear? Do you guys follow me? Yes, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
What else? What else need to be done? What else? Alana, Vangi, just keep the things ready and that's it. The dinner will be on the table.
Cook
Cooking,
பண்ணணும்.
ma'am.
Exactly. Somebody has to go do the cooking part. Okay, cook. What else? Cook panni? You'll be sitting in the
Serve, ma'am.
kitchen? Yes.
Sit the table and serve.
Lalita has experience. All the other students, they only know how to eat the dinner. Go to the table, dinner is ready, you eat the dinner. Nobody else knows what
Exactly, ma'am.
Yes, nobody else knows. It's given a different இது கொடுத்திருக்கணும் மாத்தணும். எல்லாருக்கும் the question is for the amma, not for the students. So only Lalita can answer. Yes, once you cook, you have to go serve it. Right? So all these are, so okay. If I go do the cooking part, so okay, these are all kind of, these are the different things, different functions. Decide பண்றது, then buying. If you go look at these functions, each function can have sub functions. And if I look at this function, buy the things you need, this can be either you buy it, right? You can buy or send somebody to do it, right? So what you do inside buying the things you need doesn't matter what happens in cutting and preparing the ingredient, right? So two independent, two different, the whole, all these functions are needed to get your dinner ready, but these two things are independent of each other. What is happening inside to buy doesn't affect how the vegetable is cut or not. அது கடையில வாங்கிட்டு வந்ததையும் கட் பண்ணலாம், இல்லை ஆல்ரெடி வீட்டில் இருக்கிறதையும் கட் பண்ணலாம், ஆர் மேபி கட்டே பண்ணவும் வேண்டாம். மேபி ரைஸ்ல you don't cut the rice, you just prepare the rice. So you decide on the higher level functions, and then you go inside and decide what else I need to do for those functions, right? And then you keep on going to the lowest level that you can go, and then finally you come up with a list of this is what I will do. So when I say cook, what can be the sub functions for cooking? Okay, maybe cooking is wrong one. Not everybody knows how to cook things. Serving. If I say serve, what is serving? What are the sub functions that you can think of? Not Lalita, somebody else. Come on, guys. People யாருன்னு வேலை பார்த்துக்கணும்ல.
Ma'am, in
என்ன பண்ணுவோம்?
cooking, sub functions are step-by-step procedures. We can't add all the ingredients together.
One more time. Another. So I'm going to serve. So when I say serve, it's a function. What is the input for this function? When I say I'm going to serve food, what will be the input? Come on. What are you going to serve? That's the input, right? Daniel.
Yes, ma'am.
What is the input for serving?
Ma'am, food.
Food.
Prepared food.
Yes, prepared food. Okay, very good. What will be the thing? What will be the other functions or other actions?
Wash the plates, ma'am.
Okay. Okay.
Ma'am, water and the soap.
Yes. Okay. So the water. Now, is water an input? தேவையில்லை, right? No need. Water doesn't have to be the input. எதுக்குன்னா serving by default you're going to be serving water all the time. எந்த food serve பண்றோம் is going to be different, but water is something you're going to serve all the time. எப்பவும் பண்ண போறீங்க, என்ன டின்னர் சாப்பிட்டாலும் கண்டிப்பா தண்ணி வந்து வைக்க போறோம் நம்ம. அதனால water doesn't have to be the input, but food has to be the input. So now, so you are trying to think, ஒரு ப்ராப்ளம் வந்ததுன்னா எது வந்து கண்டிப்பா இன்புட்டா இருக்கணும், எது வந்து இன்புட்டா இருக்க வேண்டிய அவசியம் கிடையாது, ரைட்? So this is again I'm giving this example just so that உங்களோட ரியல் லைஃப் இது வந்து நீங்க ரிலேட் பண்ணி நீங்க பண்ணலான்றதுக்காக இந்த எக்ஸாம்பிள் நான் கொடுத்ததே. Okay, what's the plate, serve the water, and then again what else? What other things need to be done? Now this is where you actually serve the food, right? நிஜமாவே சர்வ் பண்ணல, you serve the food. or something. It goes on like that. But the idea, you get the idea. See how you any program, anything you take, you come up with the very high level. Decide the menu, buy the ingredients, whatever, and then you think of for each high level one, you think of அதுக்கு கீழே என்ன functions வரலாம், and then அதுக்குள்ள என்னென்ன பண்ணணும், and then you decide what needs to be input, what needs to be output. Understood that? So this exercise is for the and the thinking process in the exercise கொடுத்தது. No need to write the code. The kind of code I'm looking for is this is the code. This is a good enough code. This is all you need. This is again for thinking purpose. Okay. Everybody kind of get the idea? Daniel, you're okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Any other questions from those questions? From the questions I gave quite a bit. Did anyone do problems 7, 6, 7? Okay, there are quite a few. So it's okay if you don't do it. Go ahead and continue to do it. What we are going to do in class right now. So I'm going to give this problem, which is okay, I'll just post the actual problem here. You all are going to do it right now on your own. I'll give you 10 minutes. Okay, some of you probably looked at it already. So this is the problem. I'll give you 10 minutes. Go ahead and write, preferably the actual code. This is a code that you can write, right? I think it's a simple one. Code எழுதாட்டியும், the proper code எழுதாட்டியும், I want the skeleton of the code. Skeleton of the code என்ன meaning? You can just like the pseudo code. First இது பண்ணுவோம், இங்கிலீஷ் எழுதுனா கூட போதும். இங்க பைத்தான்ல எழுதாட்டியும் இங்கிலீஷ்ல okay, if A is found, something like that is also okay. Okay, but try to write the code, the actual code as much as possible. I'll give you some time. The reason we are doing that is, first you guys are going to write code for this. We're going to build more and more. Then we'll understand functions even better. That is the reason we are doing it as an exercise with an example. Okay. So, any questions on the question? Any question? So first year and last year. Let's say if I have an example. If I have an example called as you know, I don't know. Okay, if this is the thing, this is the input. What would be the output? Can somebody tell me what the output would be? Sivakarthika, based on your understanding of the என்ன question கேட்டிருக்கனோ அதுக்கு ஏத்த மாதிரி அத அந்த question base பண்ணி நான் கொடுத்திருக்க இன்புட்டுக்கு அவுட்புட் என்ன வரும்?
ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஏ வந்து சித்ரா அந்த வேர்ட்ல ஏ மேம்.
Give me
லாஸ்ட்
the
வந்து
output. Type the output. Okay, maybe everybody type the output in the chat. Just so that you all, I understand you all know the problem. Okay, so most of you got it except okay, Sai Iswaran, do you know what the problem is? Sai Iswaran.
Sign அந்த உமன்ல அந்த ஏ மட்டும் நான்
பார்க்கல நீங்க. That's fine. Okay, okay, you got it. Now Lalita, your answer is also not correct. Why? ஏன் உங்க ஆன்சர் கரெக்ட் இல்ல?
ஸ்பேஸ் இல்லாம கண்டினியூஸா
ஸ்பேஸ் எடுத்துட்டீங்க. Okay, otherwise you all understand. Okay, got it. So you all got it. Give you 10 minutes. இந்த மணி 7:50. What time is it? 8:30 உங்களுக்கு. 8:30. Okay, we'll meet at 8:30. இத்தனை நிமிஷம் கொஞ்சம் கஷ்டம், but it's okay. Maybe should I give 15 minutes? How long do you guys need? We have more things to do. So I'll give 15 minutes and we'll come back. Okay? All right, go ahead. Okay. All right. Ready? Wherever you are, பரவாயில்ல. எங்க இருந்தாலும் பரவாயில்ல. எவ்வளவு பண்ணியிருந்தாலும் okay, as long as you get the idea. So who wants to share their screen and show me what they did? Should I ask Manikam maybe? Niacha.
No, ma'am.
எவ்வளவு படிக்கிறீங்களா பரவாயில்ல. Then maybe the class can, we all can do it together. Let's start.
Nice.
எத்தனை பேர் முடிச்சிருக்கீங்க? How many of you could get the answer? Okay, 1, 2. Okay, so it's a hard one for everybody anyways. Okay, so nice one. Okay, 3. Okay, all right, we'll try with the class, and we'll continue. Okay. Okay, Manikam. So in idea, okay, so I see a few lines of code. So உங்க என்ன thinking process என்னன்னு சொல்லுங்க மாணிக்கம். What were you, என்ன மாதிரி சால்வ் பண்ணலாம்னு நீங்க திங்க் பண்ண ஆரம்பிச்சீங்க? Question என்ன? You're on mute.
இப்ப கேக்குதா?
சொல்லுங்க. So என்ன, what's your thinking process?
ஸ்ட்ரிங் மெத்தட்ஸ் யூஸ் பண்ணி சால்வ் பண்ணலாம் பார்த்தேன்.
Correct. என்ன பண்ணீங்க?
ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இன்புட் வாங்கிட்டேன் மேம். அதை அடுத்து லோவர் கேஸாக மாற்றிட்டேன் ஸ்ட்ரிங்கை.
சரி.
அடுத்து அதில் வந்து ஃபஸ்ட்டு வர ஏவை வந்து ஃபைண்டுன்ற ஸ்ட்ரிங் மெத்தட் போட்டு கண்டுபிடிச்சேன்.
கரெக்ட்.
அடுத்து ஆர் ஃபைண்டுனா ரிவர்ஸில் கண்டுபிடிக்கும், பின்னாடி வந்து
வரும்.
அந்த மாதிரி வரும்போது லாஸ்ட் இது
கண்டுபிடிச்சிடும். கரெக்ட். ஸோ அந்த ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஏன்றது டேட்டா டைப், அந்த லைன் நம்பர் 7ல கொடுத்துருக்கீங்க இல்லையா?
எஸ் மேம்.
அதுக்கு என்ன, வாட் இஸ் தி டேட்டா டைப்?
இதான்.
அது டேட்டா டைப் என்னவா இருக்கும்?
ஸ்ட்ரிங் தான் மேம்.
That will be a string?
No ma'am, actually
ஒரு நிமிஷம் டேவிட்.
index value.
Index value, which is the data type என்னது?
Integer ma'am.
Integer இருக்கும். Okay, so you're finding the first R and then first integer and the second integer, last one. Okay, Deepika, you have a question or answer?
No, ma'am, answer.
No. Okay, answer you can hold on. Okay, so so Manikam, so you're using the first find and then you are doing a reversal of find, and then the assumption is the find will give the index and the last year will give the last year. Okay, very good start. Okay, அடுத்து என்ன பண்ணுவீங்க? I don't know if this is exact syntax இதுதானு எனக்கு தெரியாது, but the idea is correct. ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இருக்க ஏயோட இண்டெக்ஸை கண்டுபிடிச்சாச்சு, பின்னாடி ரிவர்ஸ்ல இருந்து சர்ச் பண்ணி அந்த ஏயோட இண்டெக்ஸையும் கண்டுபிடிச்சாச்சு. ஓகே, வாட் வில் யூ டு நெக்ஸ்ட்? அடுத்து என்ன பண்ணுவீங்க?
அடுத்து அந்த ரெண்டு இண்டெக்ஸ்க்கு நடுவுல இருக்க இதை வந்து பிரிண்ட் பண்ணலாம்.
அதுக்கு என்ன பண்ணலாம்? அதான் யோசிச்சுட்டு இருந்தீங்களா? ஓகே, ஸோ ஹவ் டு பிரிண்ட். ஒரு ஸ்ட்ரிங் இருந்ததுன்னா அந்த ஸ்ட்ரிங்ல ஒரு இண்டெக்ஸ்ல இருந்து இன்னொரு இண்டெக்ஸ் வரைக்கும் இருக்க கேரக்டர்ஸை எப்படி பிரிண்ட் பண்றதுன்னு நீங்க பார்த்துட்டு இருக்கீங்க. ஓகே, அது பண்ணீங்கன்னா then you think you will get the answer, which is correct. Your logic is correct. And exact Python syntax பத்தி எனக்கு தெரியாது, but your thinking process is correct. Okay, so இதை வந்து நீங்க அப்படி மெயின் கோட்ல போட்டிருக்கீங்க. Now we are talking about doing functions. Okay, how will you do function? Maybe we can yeah, if you're going to write it in the function, என்னெல்லாம் பண்ணுவீங்க இந்த ஃபங்க்ஷன்ல? என்னெல்லாம் போடுவீங்க? What would be the function name and what will you do in that function? Function, what will be the input, what will be the output?
Input வந்து இந்த
okay, yeah, why don't you start writing a function? Correct. Why don't you start writing a function? புது function போடுங்க பார்க்கலாம். So the idea is when you are writing code, write all your functions at the top. Starting மேல இருந்து கீழ வரைக்கும் functions தான். அப்புறமா you write the main code, inputலாம். சரியா? So okay, so that's where the function is. Function name என்ன கொடுக்க போறோம்? What can be the function? Anybody? Just give him some suggestion. What will be the function name? Cecilia, what will be the function name? Are you there, Cecilia?
Yes, ma'am.
What is going to be the function name? Print? Anything. I mean, it has to be something. Can we call it Chitra?
No, ma'am. Like verb, ma'am. Print is
yes.
the verb there.
Right?
So print
Right, good,
letters.
very good. Print what?
Print letters between a like.
Okay, I want. Yeah, tell them exactly what you want to be called. Because go ahead.
Print
Call it.
underscore letters underscore between a.
Yeah, between A. Okay. Okay, that can be a name. So the good. Yeah, that's a good start. And so Monica, the way I write code, I don't put underscores. Remember we talked about camel case one day. So you can think about it. So input is what? When you say input, what is the okay? Input. All right. Okay. What's going to be the output? So another suggestion: when you are giving input, don't give input. What is it? The input number? Input what? Input food? What is it? So give it as an input string. Yeah, and the pair when the input of the function, don't call it input. Every function is taking input, right? So you can call it input string or something that is not input. Don't use the word input. Input is also a name of the keyword here. So call it input string or something like that. Okay. Okay. All right. So your input is going to be the actual string you want to convert. And what is going to be the output? Is there an output, or what is the output going to be?
அவுட்புட் வந்து இந்த ரெண்டு ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஏ அண்ட் லாஸ்ட் இண்டெக்ஸுக்கு நடுவில் இருக்க எலிமெண்ட்ஸ்
Okay. So output is going to be another word. Okay, change பண்ணுங்க. Whatever you are typing, change it. Make it all input string. Remember, we have there's a shortcut to do this. ஒவ்வொரு இன்புட்டா ஒவ்வொரு இதா போய் சேஞ்ச் பண்றதுக்கு பதிலா start using all those shortcuts. So okay, you don't remember? Okay, right click பண்ணி பாத்தீங்கன்னா வரும் change reference, things like that. Okay, start using it. ஞாபகம் வராட்டியும் இப்போ ஓகே இப்போ கிளாஸ்ல இருக்கோம், தனியா வீட்ல பண்ணும்போது ஞாபகம் வரலன்னா go learn it. திருப்பி போய் கூகுள் பண்ணி லேர்ன் பண்ணிட்டு, not even Google, you can play around இதுலயே பண்ணிட்டு start using it. 2 தடவை யூஸ் பண்ண தானா ஞாபகம் வந்துரும். Okay, so maybe somebody tell me what is the Monica already had the idea of இந்த இண்டெக்ஸ் வந்துருச்சு, ஃபர்ஸ்ட் A ஓட இண்டெக்ஸ் வந்துருச்சு, லாஸ்ட் A ஓட இண்டெக்ஸ் வந்துருச்சு. He says now I need to find the actual command that will give me the string between the two. Anybody has idea in what is the command that he needs to call? Maybe we can finish the function. And the line number 9 la enna varanum? After 8 what needs to be done? Maybe somebody else. No, let's see, somebody else. Who else finished it? Said Sai Ishwaran finished it. Okay, so, yeah, Sai Ishwaran. Tell me, what will you do?
மேம் அதை செக் பண்ணலாம் மேம். இப்போ வந்து ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இண்டெக்ஸும் லாஸ்ட் இண்டெக்ஸும் வந்து ப்ரெசென்ட் ஆயிருக்கா அப்படின்ற மாதிரி.
Correct. Exactly. That is the next thing. You have to check. Najmave irundhudan solite. Right? Najmave, what if my input string was, Monica has 2A in it. Everybody's name has in it. Okay, yeah. What does my input was, computer? It doesn't have any A in it. So now you have to check for that. So how will you check? So maybe before you write the code, Yeah, before you write the code, Manikam, somebody tell me again, Deepika, question or answer?
Answer, ma'am.
No, hold on. I want others to get a chance to. So before, okay, Sivakarthika, tell me, what are all the different conditions you have to check? We get the index, ரெண்டு index இருக்கு. என்ன நம்ம conditions check பண்ணோம்? What are all the possible things?
மேம் ஏ இருக்கான்னு செக் பண்றதுக்கு என்ன பண்ணலாம் கேக்குறீங்க மேம்?
என்னென்ன மாதிரி கண்டிஷன்லாம் செக் பண்ணணும். இந்த கோட் எழுதுறதா இருந்தா ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இயர் லாஸ்ட் இயர் போட்டிருக்காங்க.
எஸ் மேம்.
இதெல்லாம் வேலிட் என்ன மாதிரி எல்லாம் ஏ இருக்கலாம். So what are the conditions you need to check? Size when started with 1, அது மாதிரி எதெல்லாம் செக் பண்ணணும்? என்ன கண்டிஷன் செக் பண்ணுவீங்க?
மேம் எனக்கு அவ்வளோ புரியல மேம்.
இப்போ வந்து இந்த இன்புட் ஸ்ட்ரிங்ல ஏ இருக்கா, ஏ ஃபைண்ட் பண்ணிருக்காங்க இல்லையா, லைன் நம்பர்
Yes, ma'am.
7 and 8 இந்த இண்டெக்ஸ். ஸோ 2 இண்டெக்ஸ் வந்துடுச்சு.
எஸ் மேம்.
அடுத்த ஸ்டெப் என்னது?
அந்த 2 ஏக்கும் நடுவுல இருக்க லெட்டர்ஸ் நமக்கு வேணும் மேம்.
பண்ணணும், கரெக்ட். அது பண்றதுக்கு முன்னாடி வேற ஏதாவது கண்டிஷன் செக் பண்ணணுமா? இல்லை ஜஸ்ட் ஏக்கு 2 ஏக்கு நடுவில் இருக்கிறது போட்டா போதுமா? இஸ் தேர் எனிதிங் எல்ஸ் we need to check for? கோயல் இப்படி இந்த கண்டிஷன் செக் பண்றதுன்னா என்ன மீனிங்? இஃப் கண்டிஷன் ஆரம்பிச்சிருக்காங்க, என்ன இதுக்கு என்ன கண்டிஷன், என்ன செக் பண்ணணும்? அந்த
ஏ
இன்புட் ஏ
அது ஏ தானான்னு செக் பண்றதுக்காக.
அது ஏ தானா? Okay, maybe somebody else. Maybe I'm not asking the question right. Who else is here? Okay, Lalita.
மேம் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஏ நீங்க வாங்கிட்டு போய் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஏ மேம், அந்த ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஏ வந்து லாஸ்ட்ல இருக்கா? ஐ மீன் 2 ஏக்கு நடுவில் வந்து லெட்டர்ஸ் இருக்கா? போத் ஆர் த லாஸ்ட் லெட்டர்ஸ், லைக் அந்த மாதிரி ஏதாச்சும் பண்ணலாம்.
அந்த மாதிரி. So, okay, yeah, maybe a little bit more clear. Yes, you are right. Your answer is correct. Some more. Okay, Jay Kumar. What are the conditions you will check?
ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இண்டெக்ஸும் லாஸ்ட் இண்டெக்ஸ்ல ஏ வருதா?
First index, last index?
ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இண்டெக்ஸ்ல நம்ம வந்து ஃபைண்ட் பண்ணும்போது ஏ வருதான்னு செக் பண்ணணும். அப்போ அதில் ஒன்று ஸ்டோர் ஆகும் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இண்டெக்ஸ் ஏல. அதே மாதிரி லாஸ்ட் இண்டெக்ஸ்லையும் செக் பண்ணும்போதும் அதுல வந்து ஒரு வேல்யூ ஸ்டோர் ஆகும்.
ஆமா, நான் கேட்கிறேன் இந்த 2 வேல்யூ வந்த பிறகு என்ன கண்டிஷன்ஸ் எல்லாம் செக் பண்ணான்னு கேட்கிறேன் நான். என்னெல்லாம் செக் பண்ணும்? Let's say my input is Chitra, Chitra. That is my input. What is the value? What will be the value of 7 and 8? Line number 7 and 8 learned. Yes, Cecilia.
Ma'am, we should check whether there is a first day, there is a last day. Then we should check whether first day is equal to last day, because if it is equal to last day, then you cannot get the words between it.
Correct.
So,
What else?
and if the first day is present in the last, you cannot get words after that.
Correct. What else? Let's say my input is computer.
If there is first day or last.
If there is any
There
A,
is any A.
right? So, okay, so that is those are the conditions you have to check. So, Sivakarthika, புரிஞ்சுதா என்ன சொல்லணும் so far?
எஸ் மேம்.
சொல்லுங்க, ரிப்பீட் பண்ணுங்க. What are the conditions you need to check?
மேம் இப்போ அந்த ஏ லாஸ்ட்ல கம்ப்யூட்டர் அதுல வந்து இப்போ ஏ இல்ல மேம். ஸோ அந்த மாதிரிலாம் எப்படி கண்டிஷன் கொடுக்கறது அந்த மாதிரி செக் பண்றது
ஆமா.
கேக்குறீங்க?
அதெல்லாம் கேட்கிறேன் நான். ஸோ என்ன மாதிரி கண்டிஷன்லாம் செக் பண்ணுவீங்க? ஸோ what will be your code? லைன் நம்பர் 9ல கோட் எழுதுறதுனா ஃபர்ஸ்ட் யூ ஹேவ் டு செக், do I have a A? ஏன்னு ஒன்று இருக்கா இல்லையா? 2 A இருக்கா இல்லையா? ரைட், those are the minimum requirements. ஒரு இருந்தா தான் இந்த ப்ராப்ளம் ஒர்க் ஆகும். If there is no A, you are not going to print anything. If there is only 1 A, you are not going to print anything. So you have to have 2 A's, right? For the program to work, right? So how do you check? How do you write all those conditions in this code? So line number 9, you're starting with the if. So you're writing, you're saying find the first A, you're saying find the last A. Okay, got it. What happens? If condition, what all are the things you're going to check? How is your if condition going to look like? Daniel?
If A in string
If A is what?
டபுள் கோட்ஸ்ல ஏ போட்டு இன் ஸ்ட்ரிங் போடு.
Oh, okay, so go ahead, write Manikam, write the code. So anyway, anytime you get start a if condition, you have to start with the parentheses. Okay, put your condition within parentheses. Okay, if A in no, the whole condition is within parentheses, not just the A. If A in input string, oh I see. Okay, you can do that. All right.
மாணிக்கம் லோவர்ல போட்டிருக்கு. ஸ்மால் ஏ.
Okay.
First A is equal to okay. அதான் மேலே போட்டு.
So first you are checking if there is a A in the string at all.
Yes, ma'am.
இருக்கா இல்லையா? Okay. Then
ஆமா, அதுக்கு அடுத்து நான் வந்து அந்த ஏவோட அட்ரஸ் ஸ்டோர் பண்ணிருக்கேன். அவன் அதை மேலே போட்டாங்க.
சரி. Then what else?
அதுக்கு அடுத்து else if first A is equal to last A போட்டிருக்கேன்.
இஃப்க்குள்ளேவா?
அது ஒரு தனி ifா போட்டிருக்கேன் நான்.
So if first A இருந்ததுன்னா, if there is any A, okay, then what do you do?
எனி ஏ இருந்துச்சுன்னா ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஏ அண்ட் லாஸ்ட் ஏ இது ஸ்டோர் பண்ணி வச்சிருக்கேன் இண்டெக்ஸ். அதுக்கு அடுத்து எல்ஸ்ல வந்து நோ ஏ ஃபவுண்ட்னு போட்டிருக்கேன் மேம்.
ஓகே.
அதுக்கு அடுத்து இஃப் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஏ ஈக்குவல் டு லாஸ்ட் ஏன்னு செக் பண்ணிருக்கேன் மேம். பிரிண்ட் பண்ணி நோ லெட்டர்ஸ் பிட்வீன் ஏன்னு போட்டிருக்கேன் மேம். அதுக்கு அடுத்து ஃபார் லூப்ல வந்து அந்த மற்ற எல்லாத்தையும் பிரிண்ட் பண்ணிட்டேன்.
ஃபார் லூப்ல பிரிண்ட் பண்ணிருக்கீங்க. ஓகே. Okay, so all right, so okay, you guys get the idea of how the focus for this class is functions. So but in the program எப்படி சால்வ் பண்றது ஒரு ஐடியா வந்திருக்கா எல்லாருக்கும், at least people who have not completed. So you can write the same code. If once you got the first year last year, you can even check if first year equals 0 இல்லையான்னு சொல்லிட்டு, right? நீங்க வந்து maybe I'll type the code input string dot find. Again now, okay, let me just quickly type the code just to high level mattum so that you get an idea. Let me share my screen. Okay, I'm going to do the next thing. Share my screen. Share my screen.
Should I stop sharing?
Yeah, you can start. Yeah, I'm sharing it. So the way you, okay, so we said we're going to have a function. So the function is def. Okay, def, and then you're calling the function print letters between A. Yeah, this between A. Okay, input is a string. Okay, something because it's A in it, it's calling it a string. Okay, so A string vanduchu. A string vanduchu. So what you are saying is, so he is saying first he says first A, yeah, first A equals, he says A string dot find. For the purpose of the easy, we'll just keep it as a small case only. First A, last A string dot find. Another A, reverse find, yeah, reverse find, another A. Okay, so next what I would do is, if I were the one writing the query, once I get the first one, I check in the first A irka, there's a first A. So if the output என்னவா இருக்கும், integer சொன்னாங்க இல்லையா? So if it is first A is not, or only if it is greater than or equal to 0, right? This means it's present. Is that right? In the index வந்து greater than or equal to 0 இருந்ததுன்னா, I know that there is a A present. Is that right? Yeah. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. So I would check immediately. I would check. இருந்ததுன்னா, then okay, let me go find the last A. Then if last A equal to first A, then I know there is no second A. right? So I have to check for it's not equal to, if it is not equal to second A, first A, then I go find the simple letters, right? Letters in between. So what's the command for between first and last A? What is the command? Print the first and last. Anybody have an idea? Yes, go ahead. Whoever raised the hand, tell me.
மேம் நம்ம இப்ப இந்த ஏ ஸ்ட்ரிங் இருக்குல்ல மேம், ஐ மீன் பிரிண்ட்குள்ள ஏ ஸ்ட்ரிங் கொடுத்து அதோட இண்டெக்ஸ், ஐ மீன் இந்த பாக்ஸ் ஸ்கொயர் பிராக்கெட்குள்ள வந்துட்டு ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஏ கோலன் லாஸ்ட் ஏ மேம்.
போட்டா வந்துரும் இல்லையா?
எஸ் மேம்.
Okay, so that's the answer. So இங்க what's the else going to be?
இது printing that only.
Hold on. Savita, what is the else here? What should I type here? What should I type?
Printல we not find the ஏன் போடணும்.
Tell me exactly what I should put. No A?
Yes ma'am.
Is that right? Okay, that's no A. Then what happens to this else? In the F what else can ever on? So look at this if. Okay, now what is the if for this else? Somebody else? Let's see, Monica. What is the else here? What is this else for? In the else, what if is it?
Last A equal to first.
So what does it mean?
Both are same index.
What is yeah? That's the meaning. Output enna ponnu nanu?
There is only one A.
Yes. So it's not no A. That's only one A. No second A. Okay. Okay, in the else again, what is this else here? This is ponnu.
Here we have to put no A.
This is the no A. Silta got it?
Yes ma'am.
Okay, so that is no A. Okay, so that is our function. So what we are doing is there is an input to the string. You do the actual processing here, and then you are printing. Okay, so now my main program la na kekran. Main program la enna kekk poren nanu? So I get a string, right? So I need to my string equals input a string, right? What do I need to do after? Let's see, Jaykumar, what do I need to do after?
Call the function.
Call the function. So print letters between A. I call with my input. Okay, I'm good.
Line number 8 la.
Line number 8 la prachana. What is it? What am I supposed to do?
First A plus 1 வரும். அப்படி போடலனா A வை சேர்த்து எடுக்கணும்.
சேர்த்து எடுத்துக்க. Okay, good. Very good. Okay, I remember first A plus 1. Okay, got it. Okay. Nache. Like that has been good. Okay, look. Okay. Okay. So your code is working, but we need to check for other conditions, right? I mean, the code is computer. Okay, no A. Okay, so we're good. The code is working. So this is, you get an idea here. Okay, Acha, everybody understood this code? We're going to extend it more. Everybody get the idea? I think you guys are able to understand. Manikam was going in the right direction anyways. When he would have completed it. So that's good. Anybody else? Did anyone finish with the same way, similar way? So one thing that you guys are missing is actually looking at the conditions. Eppo on the condition check panna. We cannot just assume that kandipa or A irukkum rendavathu A irukkum. You cannot assume that, right? Adanal you have to write code in such a way that you check for the condition. So don't even check for the second A if there is no first A. First A illana edukkaga poi second A kandupidichittu. There's no point illaya. Adanal da I'm looking at the first A modalle irukana modalle kandupichirana. Understood? Got it, everyone? ஓகே, இதே கோட இப்ப நான் என்ன சொல்றேன், மை நெக்ஸ்ட் ப்ராப்ளம் இந்த ஹோல் இதுல வந்து நெக்ஸ்ட் ப்ராப்ளம் வந்து find the first A and second A and also find the first B and the second B. If I say that, but my question is, I'm going to print the question again. So if you guess, you all know how this code looks. So I'm going to stop sharing. And then I'm going to say now, okay, my problem statement is, the problem. Okay. Oh, sorry. What I meant, I went the last B, not the second B. Let me type it again. Okay. You see my problem? பாத்தீங்களா, இன்னொரு ப்ராப்ளம் கொடுத்துருக்கேன் பாத்தீங்களா, சார்ட்ல போட்டிருக்கேன். You see the problem? Everybody understand what the problem is? First, ரெண்டு ஏக்கு மத்தியில இருக்கிறதையும் print பண்ணணும், and you also print the thing between two B's, the first B and the last B. ஏக்கும் பண்ணணும், Bக்கும் பண்ணணும். Alright? Okay. Write the code. I'll give you again 10 more minutes. 8:26, 8:45. So whatever the time is, 45, 40. In the time, yeah, Deepika, yes. Question?
Ma'am, should we print it separately, ma'am, for A separately, for B separately?
A separately and then B separately.
Yes, ma'am.
That's what A did. So you have to say the letters between two A's. Letters between two B's. That's how it is. Okay? So I'll give you 10 minutes.
Okay, ma'am.
8:37, whatever the time is. The time is now, something like that. 10 minutes. I'll come back in 10 minutes. The main thing I want to see is how well you are using the functions. I'm mainly trying to see what does your input and what does your output look like. That is what I'm going to look at. Okay? Logic, we already discussed the logic. So think about that. Function think panni parunga, and then tell me, and I'll wait. All right. Okay, let's see. Okay, so எத்தனை பேர் ட்ரை பண்ணியிருக்கீங்க? How many of you completed it? Manikam, very nice. Manikam, okay. All right, I'll start with Sivakarthika. Share your screen and show me. Good.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
if you haven't completed, just have a look and say yes. Good.
மேம் நான் அதே கோடே திரும்ப போட்டேன் ஆனா ஏபி வந்துருச்சு மேம். கரெக்டா வருது மேம், செக் பண்ணி பாருங்க.
Good. சரி, காட்டுங்க பார்க்கலாம். கோடு காட்டுங்க.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you are doing okay, so you just copy pasted it, and so function பேர் சொல்லுது print letters between a ன்னு சொல்லுது, and then you are printing no a ன்றீங்க, no b ன்றீங்க. And a and b, okay, very good. Now I say இப்போ அடுத்த ப்ராப்ளம் கொடுங்க, c-க்கும் போடுங்க, d-க்கும் போடுங்க, e-க்கும் போடுங்க. அப்படி போட்டா என்ன பண்ண போறீங்க? My question started off with just A, and then I said A and B, and then I'm going to say, well, A, B, and C, and D. அப்படி சொன்னா என்ன பண்ணுவீங்க?
வேற மாதிரி யோசிக்கணும் மேம்.
அது முதல்லயே யோசிக்கணும் இல்லையா? முதல்ல when you first start saying, oh, ஒரு பாசிபிலிட்டி இருக்குன்னு தெரியும் போதே யோசிக்கணும் நம்ம. சரியா? Okay, let's see. வேற யாருன்னா பண்ணீங்களா இந்த மாதிரி? இவங்க சிவகார்த்திகா பண்ண மாதிரி எத்தனை பேர் பண்ணிருக்கீங்க? Raise your hand if you did the same way, similar way. Deepika, you did it the same way, or you have a question or a different way? What did you do?
Same way, ma'am.
You did the same way. Okay. Okay. So most of you did the same way. Just copy, pasted. Then why did I give 10 minutes? Okay. Anybody else did in a different way?
Ma'am, I did in a different way.
Okay. Yes. Can you share your screen?
மேம் நான் ஸ்டாப் பண்ணிக்கோங்க.
Yeah, stop பண்ணுங்க. Copy paste பண்றதுக்கு permission கொடுங்க.
Should I share, ma'am?
Yeah, please go ahead. Yeah.
Okay.
Anybody else? வேற யாருன்னா வேற மாதிரி பண்ணீங்களா? அந்த கோட் காப்பி பேஸ்ட் பண்ணாமல் A B ஆக்காமல். Manikam, did you do it differently?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, good. After Cecilia, I'll see. Okay, Jaykumar, you also did differently?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Okay. Yes, this is what I want to see. Good. Explain this, Cecilia.
Ma'am, here I have passed two parameters, ma'am. So here in the function, two parameters are there. One is the input string and one is the input alphabet, which I can give anything, ma'am. A, B, C, D, anything I can give. So both I'm converting to lower. Then the like the last problem only, just instead of A, I put alpha, which is something we should give.
Yes.
So other than that, everything is same. For print statement, formatted printing, that one I used.
Yes, you get the formatted printing. Sounds good. Perfect. That's exactly what I was looking for. Now, Sivakarthika, or everyone who did just copy paste பண்ணவங்க, look at the code and tell me what you find. What do you see in the code? என்ன பண்ணிருக்காங்க?
மேம் எந்த லெட்டர்ஸ் கொடுத்தாலும் அது ஃபைண்ட் பண்ற மாதிரி கொடுத்திருக்காங்க.
அது எப்படி? ஓகே, கோட் எப்படி ஸ்ட்ரக்சர் பண்ணிருக்காங்க?
எந்த லெட்டர் எல்லாமே யூசர்ட்ட இருந்து வாங்குற மாதிரி பண்ணிருக்காங்க மேம்.
யூசர் கிட்ட இருந்து வாங்க, that is not the point. யூசர் கிட்ட இருந்து வாங்குறது. Look at we are talking about the function that becomes an input to the function. Right? நம்ம வந்து ஃபங்க்ஷனோட பர்பஸ் என்ன போட்டிருக்காங்க? லெட்டர் பிட்வீன் ஆல்ஃபா. ஸோ தி ஐடியா இஸ் நம்ம முதல்ல எழுதின கோடு லெட்டர் பிட்வீன் ஏன்னு போட்டோம் நம்ம. ஸோ அந்த ஃபங்க்ஷன் வந்து ஏக்கு பின்ன மட்டும், அதனால இன்புட் எடுக்கல. அது இன்புட் வாஸ் ஒன்லி த ஸ்ட்ரிங். த இன்புட் ஸ்ட்ரிங் மட்டும்தான், தட் வாஸ் த இன்புட் ஆர்குமெண்ட் ஃபார் த ஃபங்க்ஷன், பிகாஸ் இட் வாஸ் ஆல்வேஸ் லுக்கிங் ஃபார் ஏ. நான் பிக்கு கேட்கும்போது நீங்க எல்லாரும் என்ன பண்ணீங்க? ஏக்கும் பண்ணிட்டு பிக்கும் கூட ரிப்பீட் பண்ணீங்க. But that is not the right way to do, because and the function or the purpose of the function is give me the string, give me which letter you want me to look, I'll do it all in one code. That's what Cecilia did. You're taking both the string and which character to look for as an input. Instead of over character, A, B, C, what's the point? So this is another purpose of functions. If you're doing the same code over and over, and the same, and the A கண்டுபிடிக்கிறதுக்கும் B கண்டுபிடிக்கிறதுக்கும் என்ன difference இருந்தது? When you guys wrote the code, find letters between A, find letters between B. What is the difference in the code? இந்த ரெண்டு கோடுக்கு மத்தியில என்ன difference? It's exact same code except for, what's the difference, Deepika?
The character which we must find.
Look for, right? The character you're looking for is the only difference. Make that as an input. If you make that as an input and write the code like this, you're good to go. The code looks very simple. This is how the code should look, because today I'm saying A, then B, then I'll say D, F, whatever, right? So when we first write the code, when I said find the characters between two A's, up where we should start writing code like this. Okay, they're asking for a specific thing. The same thing can be applied for any character. So I'm going to write my code in such way that it's flexible. So everybody got it? So where yaarla இந்த மாதிரி எழுதிங்க, ஜெயக்குமார் and Manikam, you both did it the same way? At least similar way. Take and the A, B, and B input எடுத்துக்கிட்டீங்களா?
Yes ma'am.
Okay, sounds good. Manikam, you did the same thing?
Yes, same.
Very good. So that's good. I hope everybody, when you see the example, you understand, oh, okay, this is how I need to think now. Very good. Now, one more extension. I'm going to add one more thing to it, to this problem, which is, what did I say? I said, find the letters between A and then find the letters between B. Now my question is, first find the letters between two A's, first A and last A. If there is no A or no two A's, then you write for B. Understood? So the question is, find letters between first and last A. First and last A. If no A or no 2A, then find letters between first and B. Okay, I just typed it. You guys read the problem and see if you understand what I'm saying. And then we can discuss in class, because I want to finish the class now. Everybody read it, and if we have to do this in the code line, change pannom. That is going to be our next discussion. Everybody read the code problem, understand what I'm saying, what I'm asking for? Any questions on the question? Let's see. Sivita, explain me what the question.
மேம் வந்து ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஏ செகண்ட் ஏ வந்து ரெண்டு ஏவுமே இல்ல அப்படின்னா நம்ம வந்து ஃபர்ஸ்ட் அண்ட் லாஸ்ட் பி வந்து கண்டுபிடிக்கணும்னு சொல்லிருக்கீங்க.
Okay, so how will you write code? Yeah, Deepika.
மேம் ஐ திங்க் இந்த எல்ஸ் பார்ட்ல நோ ஆல்பா போட்டிருக்காங்களா மேம், அதுக்கு நெக்ஸ்ட் ஸ்டெப்ல வந்துட்டு நம்ம இப்போ வந்துட்டு ஆல்பா ஈக்குவல்ஸ் ஐ மீன் பீன் மாத்திட்டு அகைன் இந்த கொஸ்டினை வந்துட்டு இந்த ஃபங்க்ஷனை வந்துட்டு ஆல்பா இடத்துல பி போற மாதிரி கால் பண்ணிக்கலாம் மேம் இதுக்குள்ளே.
So you're saying call the letter between alpha within the function kulleyeva?
Yes ma'am, like a recursion.
Like a recursion? No,
No, it is not exact recursion. I mean function kulle same function நம்ம call பண்றோம்.
That is called recursion. But no,
yes,
that's not the answer. No, that will not work. That's not a clean answer. No. Cecilia, yeah, go ahead, Cecilia.
Ma'am, even I thought we need to call the function again. Like give after the else part, we need to give another alphabet. 1 is equal to input enter character. So you will enter B there. Then you have to call the function and give that character.
Wrong. Okay, wrong. Okay, that's not correct. That's not how you think. Think about the problem, right? So the problem is you have a function. Okay, in this problem, what are the core things, high level things? First, I need to find what are the things between two A's. And I also need to know if there is an A or not. And another thing is I need to find letters between two B's. So that is the common thing. Finding letters between two alphabets is a common thing, which is what we have a function. So the focus of the function is give me a string, give me the alphabet, and I'll tell you the output is the string between the thing. That is the basic thing. We are applying some more logic here. The logic is first check for A. If there is no such thing, then go check for B. That is the outside of the function. The core functionality of the function or the letter, finding the letters between alpha is to tell you whether there is letters between two A's or not two alphabets or not is the function. That is the purpose of the function. இது இருந்ததுன்னா அது பண்ணணுமா, அது இல்லைன்னா இது பண்ணுமா, that is not the purpose of the function. That is the main function. இப்போ I'm trying to come up with an example from real life. Real life, let's see. Let's see. I'm thinking in a correct work. So we talked about cooking dinner, yeah. So cooking for dinner is what's the example I can give? The cutting the vegetables. Let's say cutting the vegetables is your function. Give me a vegetable, I'll cut it. But potato illana vengayam cut pannu. Let's say amma the recipe says use potatoes. If there is no potatoes, then use onions. I don't know what that recipe will do it. So the recipe says I want you to cut potatoes. If there is no potatoes, cut onions. Right? That is the recipe. That's what the recipe says. எந்த இடத்துல அந்த கோட் எழுதுவீங்க? Where will you think cutting the vegetable போய் என்னோட input potatoவா? Can I cut the potato? இல்லையே, potato is the input, but I cannot cut potato. I'm going to go cut onion. So purpose of cutting vegetables to cut the vegetables, not making a decision of potato இல்லைன்னா onion cut பண்ணு. That is not the purpose of cutting vegetables. யார் வந்து cutting the vegetables function கால் பண்றாங்களோ, which meaning யார் வந்து அந்த ரெசிபி பண்றாங்களோ அவங்க இது பண்ண I have potatoes, I'm going to call cutting the vegetables with potato as input. I don't have potatoes, so I'm going to call cutting the vegetables with onion as the input. So the decision of which function to call with what input happens outside the function, not inside the function. புரிஞ்சுதா நான் சொன்ன அனாலஜி? புரிஞ்சுதா? Why you don't want the function to take the decision. Purpose of the function is to find letters between these two alphabets. That is the purpose of the function. If A is not found, do B. That is not the purpose of the function. That happens outside the function. Got it? Understood? So I'll type the code, or high level code நான் type பண்றேன். Then you guys will know. Yeah, you can stop the thing. I'll share the screen and explain the high level. You guys complete the code. Did you guys follow my example of what you are saying is not correct? So this is what we did, input A, and then you guys did alphabet, right? So ingengella A irukko, angalla you guys did the alphabet. So I can do this alphabet, and then here you say alphabet, whatever, right? You guys, I don't know. This is the proper thing, and I'm not doing a formatting. Okay, this is what you did. So what I'm saying now is the code should look like this. So I don't want to call this A. It's going to be called alphabet. My code should look like this. If not, then call alpha of A. If it does not happen, then call B. Correct? This is how the code should look. Purpose, this function remains the same. The purpose of this function is to print letters between two alphabets. That's all. That is not print, and that's what we're going to change now. But the purpose is to find letters between two alphabets. The actual logic of what to do with the data, what to do with that information is in your brain application, not part of the definition, this function itself. Everybody understood so far? Any questions? Anybody? Questions? Lucia, understood?
Understand, ma'am.
Okay. So now for me to go write this, what do I need to do? Well, can I do this? Not print letter between it. Can I do if condition with this one? With this function? What is this function returning? What is the return value here? What is this function returning?
Currently, there is no return value.
No return value. So if I have to work like something like this, if I want to write code something like this, what should I return?
Maybe in the else part we can. Ma'am, can we return strings, ma'am? Is it possible?
Yes.
Maybe in the else part, in this else part, we can return no. I mean, no letter. I mean, no A or something like that, ma'am.
Okay. I can
As
do
a
that.
string, so that we can.
As a string. So here is my thing. I put if not. What does that mean? I can return a Boolean. So I can say, okay, so I'm going to type the code. Okay, just see, I maybe I can copy paste the code. String found or alpha found, let's say, string then. Yeah. I'm going to do something like string found is equal to false. Okay, initializing the variable. If I am finding it, then I'm going to say string found equal to true. I'm going to return string found. Okay, what do you think will happen here? What expected file answer? I don't know what's the how do you know what the
I think we need to store the return value in a variable, ma'am.
Is that a not equal to true? I don't know. That doesn't sound right. But okay, all right. Okay, okay, that worked. My syntax was wrong. You don't have to store it. So, who can explain what I'm doing here? Anybody want to give it a shot? Jay Kumar, can you explain? What is going on in this code? Type what did I do?
ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஏ இருக்கான்னு செக் பண்ணுங்க. நம்ம இப்போ கொடுத்துருக்கோமா ஏ இருக்கான்னு செக் பண்ணுங்க. இப்போ வந்து பூலியன் ஃபங்க்ஷன் கொடுத்துருக்கனால ஸ்டார்டிங் ஃபால்ஸா இருக்கு. ஸ்டார்டிங் ஃபால்ஸா இருக்கு. இஃப் ஏ நாட் இஃப் ஏ இருந்துச்சுன்னா அது வந்து ட்ரூவா மாறிடுங்க. ஸோ லாஸ்ட்ல ரிட்டர்ன் பண்ணும்போது ட்ரூவா இருக்கும். ஸோ நெக்ஸ்ட் வேல்யூ வந்து செக் பண்ணாங்க, பி வந்து செக் பண்ணாம. அப்படி இல்ல அது வந்து டைரக்டா ஃபால்ஸா மட்டுமே இருந்துச்சுன்னா அது லாஸ்ட் வரும்போது நம்ம வந்து அடுத்த வேல்யூ செக் பண்றப்ப அது கால் பண்ணுவோம்.
Okay. Okay. So again, maybe I'll explain it one more time. What I'm doing is the function, because our purpose, the purpose of calling the function is we want to know, when you call the function, we want to know, print பண்ணா மட்டும் போதாது. A இருக்கு இல்லன்றது print பண்ணா மட்டும் போதாது. We also want to know A இருந்ததா இல்லையா, அந்த information we need it. அந்த information வச்சுக்கிட்டு தான் we are going to do other things, right? We are going to do other things in that based on that information. So we want the function to not just print பண்ணா பத்தாது, also return some information that I can use. என்னோட main functionல போய் யூஸ் பண்றதுக்காக I need some information. என்ன information? Print பண்ணனா இல்லையா, was there a or not or whatever, அந்த alphabet இருந்ததா இல்லையா, I need that irundhuda illiyandrathu it's a boolean information, yes or no, it's boolean information. So I need to know that information so that I can do other things here, I can do some other things here. So how do I return that information? Quickest easy way to do is, I'm assuming that the information is not there, so I'm saying string found is false. I'm going to assume that, just initialize it with default, I'm setting it to a false. When I find it, here's the case, I do find it. I do find the two A's or two alphabets. When I find it, I'm going to set that boolean to a true. For all the other cases, I don't find this here, I don't find this here. For all the other cases, I'm not changing the value. Meaning, if I hit this one, if there is no second alpha found, automatically I'll be returning false. So because I'm returning false or true or whatever, the second one will be called based on that. Okay, that's the explanation. It might take some time. In the code pathina, then you will know how to, how this code is written. Any questions on this code? Can you guys write this code on your own? I mean, do you want me to copy this code, or if you understand it, you can go write it on your own, if you understand the concepts. Any questions? Who can repeat this? Let's see. Sai Iswaran, can you repeat this? Repeat what we are doing. What is it that we are doing here?
Yeah, man.
Repeat.
Suppose வந்து ஃபர்ஸ்ட் லெட்டர் வந்து ஏ வந்து ஃபவுண்ட் ஆகலைன்னா அந்த ஃபங்க்ஷன் கால் பண்ணிருக்கோம், அது வந்து பிக்கு ஜம்ப் ஆகும்.
So that is this one. So what are we doing in this actual function itself? In the function itself, what change did we make? The actual function itself, how are you writing the function? The function first when the first revision of the function did not return any output. It just printed it. It did not return any information to the calling function. Your calling function, this is the one that called, right? When we first called, we just nothing returned. But the problem statement, we changed the problem statement. We said, based on what happened with the A, I want you to do B or C or whatever, right? I want to do something else. So because we want to do some more coding, we want the function, this particular function to return some value, which is nothing but A into the Ilya. Did we find two A's or not? That is what we wanted to find. So that's why we needed to return something, and we wrote code so that it will return true or false. And using that information, we are calling B. So I can do this too. If my question says true, else, okay, I can write code if B is not found, B not equal to true. Why is it not giving me that? I can write code like this. Right? Then find C. Right? I can keep on writing code like this. I don't have to copy paste everything. See, here is my actual logic. This is my logic. You guys see what I'm doing? You understand what's going on here? It might take some time. You may want to go back and watch the video again, look at the code again. You'll understand. Any questions? Anybody? Yeah, Deepika, questions?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, doubt, ma'am. Ma'am, here in the line number 23, ma'am. Ma'am, you have called the function again, but you have called the function again, no, ma'am. I mean, using the variable B. Yeah, ma'am, that is what I was about to ask.
Oh, okay. I was just in the pseudocode, so maybe that's the reason my not thing didn't work. I was focusing on, okay. Yes, that's how it should work, yeah. Proper input, I'm just giving the input. I was just focusing on how to give the input, but yes, this is how it's going to work, yeah. So you guys see the difference between copying, the way you guys did. Copy the whole thing inside. This is not function, this is not function meaning. So the point of this whole discussion, when you say, I know functions, I know what functions in Python means, Yes, you know that functions in Python starts with the def and has a name and has some input. That is not what you, when you say I know functions. When you say I know functions, it means what goes inside the function, identifying the exact purpose of the function, what has to be the input, what has to be the output based on the problem you are writing, so that your code looks like this, not like what you guys were showing earlier. That is what functions mean. Understand? Not the syntax. Got it? Got it, guys? To some extent. Punjida? Yeah, go back and watch the video, and of course I will do this. And so homework there is one more twist to the same thing. So your homework is, let's see, I'm going to give you the homework. Here is my code. Okay, function 2. Okay, let me share it here. I'll put it in the start as well, but okay, yeah. So you go read this. The problems I given builds upon top of each other. First is every simple function, and then trying to understand and add more. So if you look at the thing, I have added more. There's one more step on not returning one value, returning true or false. You need to return the index. That's what the third one is. So it builds on top of how to write functions. Yeah. So preferably maybe tomorrow when you spend your coding time, try to work on those functions. Okay. So here I'll put it in the itself. So this way it's all fresh in your mind. Whatever you learn in class, you remember it. You'll understand it better. Okay. Okay, guys. We can do it